Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Another video. Another video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mikhail the Woke Artist. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you wish, if you like, if you want to. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing to like, comment, share, subscribe. But do it at your own pace. Do it at your own free will. Turn on post notifications so you know each time I drop and upload a video. I appreciate all the love and support. Thanks again for tuning in with me for another video. For today's topic, subject title is going to be titled, Once you fully wake up to the program, you get attacked more. They attack you on a more harder level, and they come at you with full force, like guns blazing. Like the saying go, new level, new devil. Well, I say new higher spiritual level, more harder persecution. Once you wake up to what this program is really about and what it's trying to do to you, you get attacked from every angle. It's like, it's just one big ball of chaos, and your head is spinning, and you're in so much of a world of confusion. You're in a ball of confusion because you're confused about how to fight this, how to fight this spiritual warfare, this persecution. You're wondering, how can I defeat this? Because it's like everything has been taken from you. Once you fully wake up to everything, you're on to everybody. You're on to all the players that's involved in your downfall. Your family, your friends. You're on to all of them that sold you out and that's benefiting off of your demise. They've been benefiting off of your demise for quite some time, but you was in the dark. You did not know. Once you wake up and see who all the key players are that's been against you, once you can dissect and break down this program, then they can't stand you. The entities, the archons, and the people that betrayed you, all the sneaky people, all the sneaky players, family and friends, they get mad that you woke up. They never wanted you to wake up. They never wanted that. They get angry and they show that they was always against you. They show all their true colors. And once you get to this point, you've lost your family and friends. You got no friends, no associates. You got no one that's close to you. No one that you can trust. You're isolated. You're alone. And you probably have lost your job. your car, your house, you're broke, you might be homeless or living in a shelter. You might be on the streets or might be living in motels and hotels, trying to stay from off the streets, trying to stay from the shelters, trying to keep yourself afloat. Okay, at this point, you're down, you're depressed, you're tired, you're weary, you feel like giving up. You're almost losing your mind, almost losing your sanity. At this point, some people just get weak and give in. They give into the devices of this world. Some people get hooked on drugs, on cocaine, on crack, on heroin. Some people become alcoholics. They start drinking. Some people become promiscuous and start having sex and sleeping with everybody. They start accumulating a lot of sexual partners. They use sex for comfort. They start destroying their body. Your body is your temple, and some people start destroying and abusing their body sexually. This program has made some people take themselves out or take out other people. They go on a rampage and take out other people. Some people lose their marbles and got to be institutionalized in the mental hospital, in the psych ward, in the crazy house, in the nut house. This program can break you and will break you if you is not strong enough to keep a strong mind to defeat it. Once I got to this level, at one point I moved out of state. At one point I moved out of state. I moved from Maryland and went to Connecticut. I was the Uber Eats. I was homeless, living in my car. I was living in my vehicle. So at this point, this program got me to be homeless, living in my car. But I never got on drugs. I never started drinking. I never started abusing my body sexually. I never committed no crimes. I did not lose my marbles, but I realized that I, d- I realized that I developed a anger problem. Once I got to the level of being fully woken up to this program, I developed a bad anger problem. I always had a temper because if someone would make me mad, say something wrong to me, would push me in the wrong way, then I get them straight. I fuss them back out. I curse at them, and I'm ready to fight if I had to. I was always ready to fight if they wanted to take it there. I was always quick tempered, always hot tempered. I'm still quick tempered and hot tempered. I'm trying to work on it because once I got to the level of being fully awoke to this program of spiritual warfare, it made me very violent. My temper got worse. My temper got 10 times worse. It's like I would blow up over anything. I would get upset over anything. And I start throwing down things. I became very violent. I would get angry. I would get angry and throw things down. I would act out in violence. I would react in a rage. I would go into a rage and start screaming at the top of my lungs. I would go into a rage like a mad woman. In this program, it gave me the spirit of anger. The spirit of anger is not good to have. You got to learn how to control your anger. Anger is not good. I made a video speaking on anger not being good. The spirit of anger is dangerous because it can make you're so angry that you go off and do something that you might later regret, or you'll do something that might land you in prison. It might make you do a horrible crime or hurt someone. And once you do something, you cannot take it back. You always got to think before you react. Again, always think before you react. Yes, I'm working on my temper. I'm working on not getting so angry. I'm working on getting the spirit of anger off of me. I got to get the spirit of anger away from me. So far, I think I've done well. I've stood strong to I've stood strong to this program. After becoming fully awake, after becoming fully awoke at the level of the spiritual warfare, I think I've stood strong. I've stood firm. I've stood my ground. I've done pretty well. I've done pretty good for myself. Except they got me. They got me with the spirit of anger. They got me with the anger problem that I thought at one point in time I might need anger management, but I can beat it. I said I don't need anger management. I'm strong enough to control my anger on my own. I'm strong enough to beat the spirit of anger. And once you realize that your family, mainly your parent and family, siblings, being involved in this, them betraying you, they selling you out, that gives you anger. Your parent and family trying to bring you down, that makes you angry. And that's what did it. Me finding out that my parent, siblings was involved in it and was scheming and plotting on my downfall, that made me become more angry. That gave me my bad anger problem. Going through the spiritual warfare, but saying that I ain't got no family on my side. My parent and siblings is not on my side. They're against me and they're plotting on my downfall. And they're planning my demise. There's the cause of my demise. Me realizing and finding that out, they gave me my anger problem. That made me get the spirit of anger. That caused me to be a very angry person. Yeah, but we gotta stay strong. Only the only the strong survive. Only the strong is going to survive. I'm a Cowboy Goddess. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you wish, if you like, if you want to. It's free. It doesn't cost a thing. To like, comment, share, subscribe. But do it at your own pace. Do it at your own free will. Turn on post notifications so you know each time I drop and upload a video. Another video, another video, another video. I will see you all again in my next video. One love, whole love. I'm out. For love.